So I've got to stop this. This is funny. I've got to stop it. Hi guys, my name's Steve Newby. I'm a 40-year veteran of the British Kung Fu Association, Lau Gar. I'm going to be commenting today, responding to videos I've been watching of individuals. So let's see, without further ado, what we can make of these things. Okay, so let's take a look at this video with this master of Lau Gar. So here we go. It's on.
Cover the first form, Kei-Boon Tao Fa, basically.
Okay, so he's doing the first form, Kei-Boon Sai Fa, apparently.
So the correct and official way is toes. Don't come up too high on your feet.
The official way.
Heels and toes, and then I'm going to sink down. Elbows slightly tucked
Yeah,
under.
and he sinks down and moves his feet about 6 times.
You have to point the fingers down. Point the fingers up.
He's a Vulcan. Oh, Jesus. I got to stop. Alright, pause it there. Okay, so, yeah, he knows nothing about rotation, okay? I mean, I know this guy, and you know, apparently he's a 40-year veteran and master, which he's not, of course. And he's basically, he's taken the hand completely the wrong direction, and then when he goes down, he has absolutely no rotation anyway, so he has absolutely no idea of what the rotation is. So I don't know. That's before I start. He's, you know, already knows a plunker. The horse stance, well, he's not even sitting in a horse stance as far as I can see. His feet are splayed out, and as I'm just going to start the video now, and let's have a look.
Cup in the hand.
So basically his knee is already in the middle.
Then it comes through the middle.
I'm being pedantic, aren't I? I'm being pedantic.
The middle, and I pick it
But
up.
just look at his fingers. Just he's looking at the camera, but he has absolutely no idea what his hand's doing. So that's the first sign to say that the guy's not even trained to any level at all. Because even if he's trained, just because you're trained doesn't necessarily follow that you understand or digest anything. You need also to be taught. And quite obviously, whatever has been taught, he's ignoring. So when you initially train, you're going to be watching your hands, you're going to be watching what your hands do all the time. And then you'll have an idea. But this guy, he's got no idea.
Slice down.
Fingers are splayed open everywhere. Little finger is the worst thing possible.
Then I'm dropping the elbow after that, and I'm striking up. I'm grabbing. Same with the left hand. Open up.
Okay, I got to stop it there. Stopping. Okay, so yeah, he's basically doing. He reckons he's doing the same movement twice in the form on both hands. So his initial movement of the first, and this is the rotation, by the way, it rotates out and not the other way and then flat. So it's a totally, you know, misconception wherever he just hasn't got a clue. When he comes to do the last movement, which is a slice in, and the whole point of this slice is to really try to coil that arm in as far as possible. You'll find it in number 10 hand block, when you're in and then it rotates straight back out, and the fact that it's coiled in so much will allow it, you know, actually encourage it to go out. So you slice in and slice. It's just a natural, two techniques together, and then from there, of course, the hand will just come out the way, and you'll do a low palm, the big fish. And so yeah, basically it's just so. I don't know what he's getting on. I don't know what he's doing. I ain't got a clue. But it ain't practical. That's for sure. I'm starting him up again. Let's have a go. And here he is. Come on. Yeah. He's just looking straight at the camera,
8, 9.
and he can't even see his own hand
No advice, don't rush it.
mistakes.
Don't think about power.
And his
You'll end up
wrist.
being really jagged. Looking for his fluidity and movement. Finish each move off.
You couldn't do it fast.
To the next move straight away. A lot of kids like to do 2 hands, and it is in fact easier to do 2 hands.
Oh, okay, I'm stopping it there. Okay, so he's just mentioned kids, okay. Because he's mentioned kids, we can assume now he's obviously working on the fact that he can teach kids this, whatever. I know he's got an adults class as well. I feel sorry for the adults. I mean, with the kids, obviously I feel sorry for the parents, because the parents are expecting him to be capable of teaching them some kind of self-defense through the Kung Fu style that he professes to be. I know of him. I know the fact that he attempted to take a black sash and he failed, and then he never took it again. So I know who he is. I know damn well that he hasn't got any qualification whatsoever to teach this. The fact that he's got himself a gym and he started teaching anything to anyone and whoever wants to listen to him, I can assume that, you know, a lot of his students would be youngsters or kids, because they're the people not going to ask the questions. And you know, it's just a sad fact of life that people like this completely destroy martial arts, simply because of the fact that people feel like they've been conned and they never do martial arts again after that. So you know, you can just see by the way he's just got his legs splayed, and he calls that horse riding stance. You know, I just don't understand how people can get away with it, to be honest. Let's play some more. Right, he's on.
Easier. A lot of people, when they do the first move, they bring it up here.
Yeah.
You cross your hand, it's easier. You can do that by all means. And sometimes it's just to a partner, because she's struggling bringing it up here, and the same do 2 hands. Learn it with 2 hands first, then just take 1 hand away. The ultimate way of doing it, so you can train both sides of the brain, and it'll make your forms easier later. Okay, is 1 hand, and then 2 hands.
It didn't happen to you. It hasn't made it easy for you. So, I've got to stop this. This is funny. I've got to stop it. He's attempting to do 2 hands, but you can see he's thinking of 1 hand at the time, because the other one's going completely askew somewhere. And he ain't got a clue. And see, the thing is, when you're training, as I said before, you're going to be looking at your hands, so you watch what you do. And because there's no good looking at the instructor, you see what the instructor does, and then you go, okay, is that what he's doing? And then you look to see that your hand is the same as the instructor's. And if you don't, if you're just in your own world, then basically you just be looking at the instructor, and your hand can be doing anything. So that's not a way. And I would assume that's how he probably learned, probably thinking, one day I'm going to be an instructor. And so basically he has absolutely no idea of how to actually do that move at any speed. And he most definitely can't do it with 2 hands, and he's telling everybody, do it with 2 hands, do it with 2 hands. So, well, anyway, let's go on.
Too easy to look at. But one way I we have to think about it and know the full well. But it does help for the advanced stuff that we have to do in the trapping and the striking.
So basically, he's not even grabbing complete. He's just.
Yeah. With backroom classes as well. All these videos, I'm putting up there as fast as I can. Just the forms at the moment, they're not doing all the other stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the first set, but I have got to say to you that at the end of the day, he's talking about advanced moves and all this sort of thing. He doesn't even know what he's doing in terms of the first form. So you can forgive someone who's just learnt that form. You can forgive them that they have, you know, okay, they've just learnt the form. They're just about to you know, embark on this journey of practice, and they will digest it. But unfortunately for him, he's done it for a while. Failed his black sash miserably, pretty obviously why, and no reason for him to be capable of teaching. He's not capable of teaching. He's not capable of doing the forms. So, you know, we'll have to have another look at other stuff now.